My name's Alexandr Wang. I'm the CEO and founder of Scale AI. We've raised over $600 million to date. I left high school after my junior year of high school, and I went back to MIT, and then after about a year of MIT, I dropped out to start Scale. And we work with everywhere from the largest automakers in the world, like Toyota and General Motors, to the United States Department of Defense, to some of the largest enterprises in the world, like Microsoft, Square, and PayPal, and some of the leading AI research organizations, like OpenAI. Both my parents are physicists, and I grew up in the small town in New Mexico called Los Alamos, New Mexico, where there's a national lab, and a lot of the people I grew up with had parents who were scientists of some sort. It was a sort of very special place. And my mom, from a very young age, taught me about math and physics and science, and she taught me with such wonders. I was really impatient as a kid. I think I always wanted to be learning more, or I always wanted to be doing more, always wanted to sort of be accomplishing more. And so I actually moved out to Silicon Valley to work as a software engineer. I learned so much about building products, about what it meant to sort of like be metrics focused and data focused, and what it sort of meant to build great software. And then that's when I was inspired by AI. I sort of saw it in my daily work, and I was like, AI is really cool. Scale AI is the data infrastructure for AI to power the most ambitious AI projects in the world. Every organization wants to implement AI, but oftentimes the biggest bottleneck in their way is being able to create really high quality data and data sets to power that AI. At Scale, we sort of view data as the core problem of building great AI, whereas a lot of other companies view it as an afterthought, and that really prevents AI from having sort of the magnitude of outcomes that it's able to have. We have over 500 people now, so it's pretty insane to watch, what originally started as a few people in the basement of our investor to what it's sort of become. Where we started was in autonomous vehicles and self-driving, and I think it was one of the first real use cases and applications of AI that I think caught the imagination of the world. What if we could have unlimited, easy, eco-friendly transportation everywhere in the world through autonomous vehicles? One of the examples that we get really excited about is in healthcare. In healthcare, there's a huge bottleneck in the number of doctors, trained doctors all around the world, and there's incredible potential for AI and machine learning to actually analyze as many of the cases as possible automatically before needing escalation to a doctor, so the doctor can spend their time on cases with anomalies or erratic data or whatnot. In the war with Russia and Ukraine, we actually deployed Scale's technology in understanding satellite imagery of major Ukrainian cities, Kharkiv, Kiev, and Dnipro, to understand what was the amount of damage in key parts of these cities. And so we analyzed using machine learning as well as satellite imagery and identified all sorts of structures in these cities where there was meaningful damage that wasn't otherwise being addressed or captured by humanitarian efforts. In the world of AI, there's, I think, a lot of very smart people, but who are focused, so far out in the future that it's almost unhelpful. There's so many people focused on what's going to happen when we have AGI, or what's going to happen, 2 or 3 decades in the future. And I think there's not enough people who are really focused on what are the problems that we have today, and how can we use artificial intelligence and machine learning to really change the game today. And so I think what's next for us is to be the people, some of the people, hopefully in the world, who are focused on how do we solve some of the biggest problems today around climate, around agriculture, around geopolitics, around medicine, and really start making an impact, now.